In the previous lectures, we observed the efficiency of BJT increases as the base width decreases. As a matter of fact, in practical BJT's base width is very small compared to diffusion length of minority carriers of the base. In a non-bookish way, I tried to teach you that BJT is actually composed of two PN junctions by considering BJT in active region by bringing one forward biased PN junction and one reverse biased PN junction together. The junctions are very close that they begin to interact with each other, and hence the two PN junctions are called interacting junctions. There are other important terms which you should understand. One is collector base current when emitter is open circuited. This is the reverse saturation current flowing from collector to base when emitter is open circuited. This is a bookish way to consider only the collector base junction, ignoring emitter base junction. Current flowing in this case is represented as ICBO, which is equal to ICO, which is the reverse saturation current of isolated reverse biased PN junction, which we have considered in previous lectures. Obviously both are equal, as in both the case we ignore the emitter base junction. Since the emitter is open circuited, therefore there will be no current coming out of the emitter, and also in this case the base current will be equal to collector current, and both the collector and base current are equal to ICBO. It is very obvious that there is no transistor action taking place in this case, and therefore the different performance gain parameters and current gain parameters are not applicable here. Other important parameter is collector emitter current when base is open circuited. This is the reverse saturation current flowing from collector to emitter when base is open circuited. In this case, performance parameters can be defined, however, current gain parameters are not defined. Now we will see a very important equation which is commonly used in questions of BJT. We have already discussed about current transfer ratio, which is defined as negative of collector current minus reverse saturation current divided by emitter current. From this equation we can write. Also, from the shown diagram, we have emitter current plus base current plus collector current equal to 0. Therefore, we can write emitter current is equal to negative of sum of collector and base current. By substituting the value of emitter current in the equation, we get this important relation. I have already told you that recombination factor is usually ignored, and generally we take its ideal value. So, if we assume the recombination factor to be equal to 1, then we will have common base current gain equal to current transfer ratio. Therefore, by replacing current transfer ratio with common base current gain, we will have this equation. Also, we know that common base current gain divided by 1 minus common base current gain is equal to common emitter current gain. By simple manipulation of this equation, we will get this equation, which is another important form of the above equation. These equations are very important. Many questions are framed from these equations. In the case of collector base current when emitter is open circuited, we got to know that ICBO is actually equal to ICO. And from the equation we just derived, we have collector current equal to common emitter current gain into base current plus common emitter current gain plus 1 into reverse saturation current. Now consider this particular equation by putting the base current to be equal to 0. Then we will have collector current to be equal to common emitter current gain plus 1 into reverse saturation current. Now if you think clearly, then you may realize that it is actually the case when the base is open circuited. In this case, we only have collector and emitter current, and both are equal to each other. Therefore, collector current is equal to emitter current, which is equal to ICEO, which is further equal to common emitter current gain plus 1 into reverse saturation current. So, we have these important equations. You should learn them, and also the meaning of suffix CBO and CEO should also be clear to you.